See.
Probably shouldn't do that here.
So I don't really play this kind of a game, but like, I don't know. If anybody ever watches and knows like the kind of stuff you should keep, that'd be pretty helpful. Because I've never really seen a video on it per se, but I normally just keep things that just I think I could potentially use on another character. Considering that this is my first character. I don't know if going like with the witch character was the best choice for a first character, but that's what I chose to do. So let's see how that goes. But so far, it's been pretty good. With just messing around with the contagion build, honestly, it's been pretty good. And I can't get the Infernal Hound to work with the sniper minions for some reason. Don't know if that's just my own stupidity. Once again, like, I don't really play this game too much, but, Path of Exile 2 is my first Path of Exile game. I didn't play the first one. I played, like, the opening start of Path of Exile 1, and then, like, made the character, and then logged out. Never touched it again. Um, for some reason, it just didn't pull me until the second game came out, really. So, started on this one. But, yeah, it's pretty good. So,
Dre! Insolent wretch!
what? My game is not liking effects right now at all. Should turn that down. Hmm. Path of Exile in general runs pretty hard on my computer, so I'll have to see how it does while streaming. Not good at all. Let's see. I can potentially fix this issue right now. It might just be that there's just a lot of memory being used.
Insolent wretch!
No, I think this game just lags on CPU side, honestly. Can do lighting and frame rate. So it's like 80.
None can oppose me.
Yeah, sometimes with this game, I can't tell if it is my system performance that's just outdated and bad. I mean, it is getting to a point where it's starting to become outdated, but it's more CPU focused, I'd say. Like, I have an i7, and sometimes it can, like, drop frames on a game, but Path of Exile is the only game where, like, it'll just freeze.
Pathetic
Like, it
creature!
just doesn't matter. Some places, especially boss fights, sometimes the game will just freeze, and you just have to deal with it. It's really unfortunate. Well, and if you run like OBS as well to stream, then you will run into this bug where DX12 doesn't work. So you have to use either Vulkan or DX11, and running DX11 already downgrades the performance significantly, and that's what I'm having to use. So it's just like constantly running into more downsides. But as long as it looks good on stream, then I'm good, I suppose. Which, it looks pretty good. Yeah.
No.
I also don't know if it is worth grinding out anything in the standard playthrough, because well, number one, your accounts share all of the gear, but I don't know if they share gear in different leagues, which I think they don't. I'm pretty sure that they don't. So if they don't share gear in leagues, and there's really no point in grinding out this league too crazy. But I don't know, I've kind of just been like, well, I should just play through the first one because I haven't even played through a character completely yet. But also, like, I should do the new league that's gonna come out. I think it's gonna be a new league, or it's an update. I don't know, it's something. But if I'm gonna do that, then I might as well just wait. There's no point in doing it now then, you know? It's just what I think. Well, we'll see. If it is beneficial later on down the line, then we shall see. Oh, dear. Mm. Let's see. Hmm. Um, It's crazy how smooth this can look on a stream, but how clunky it can feel to play it when you are streaming. Yeah, but this is like one of the things that I mean, like, okay, I go through this stash that I have just to dump stuff, but I really don't, and I feel like you only learn it by playing every class, but I really don't know the worth of any of this. I pretty much like keep anything that's gold as of right now, and I put it into these long-term stashes that I have, which is basically like, if I get another character and I build them up, then like I could use this potentially on that character. But I don't really know what's really good. I don't know if accuracy is actually a good rating skill because I'm like, okay, well, um, what relies on accuracy? I don't know what really does. I do notice that the game has this option to like check things and read through things, but I am slightly lazy to read through it. But it's also the fact of like some of the stuff I have read through, and it just gives you a basis of things that you generally understand, like cold resistance is pretty obvious, right? Or like armor rating if you've played any game that's kind of like this, or like I come from playing Monster Hunter, so in Monster Hunter there's a lot of stuff that already just blatantly explains all this to you anyways. But I would say this part of the story has been the longest part. For sure. Or at least for me, the most boring, because it's like, okay, well, now I have to go to multiple different maps. And I assume fight multiple different bosses as well. The bosses have been pretty cool, except for Doriani. I didn't like Doriani. That one was... I don't like fighting that boss at all. I think I died like 3 times or something. I don't know. The laser beam was pretty much like just a one-shot. So that was cool, I guess. Is this... This has to be like the worst place to try to sell things. Yeah, this is like
Here is the gear I've
the
got.
worst place in the game to sell things, in my opinion.
Here's your gold. Survive.
Potentially. The... Yeah, I really don't know. I wish there was like a hold all button for controller. I don't know. I do know most people play it on keyboard and mouse, but I only like to play shooters on keyboard and mouse, so I don't really prefer to use this, but I have heard that there's like options for keyboard that you can do. Let's see. I just got rid of 2 things I actually wanted to keep. Yeah, let me keep those.
Need something smithed.
I really don't know what the reforging bench is for yet. I haven't used it.
Farewell.
I've seen it, but... Well, like, it's like, to me, I'm like, what's the point of destroying some items that I have to make a new one? Because I don't think... It doesn't say guaranteed legendary. It's just... First thing I'm thinking about on it, like... I mean, not that all legendaries are beneficial, because some of them have crap skills, and like they're really just good for making gold. But let's see what this does first, since I've never used it. 3 similar items? So does that mean like they all have to be a spear or a crossbow or... Yeah, like, I don't know what that means. I imagine that some people, like, who haven't purchased stashes at all, their storage has to be so tight that they probably just come to the reforging bench and use the 3 slots in here. Like, oh, extra storage. Could put 2 weapons in there. Or 3. But, I don't know, I felt like these stash spaces were absolutely necessary. Because my brain kind of turns off to the whole stash space thing. I don't really enjoy it especially when it's like, I got the mana flask one because I was getting irritated by it a lot. In fact, because they were taking up everything, just like all the space, just for some flasks that drop all the time. Like, it would be cool if you could get like legendary flasks that drop that give you like increased healing. Maybe like imagine if you could take, I don't know, maybe it exists, but imagine if you could do like a flask that's like mana, but when you use it, it gives you increased spell damage. That would be kind of cool. Or like if you had like a health build and it's like increases life steal or something. I don't know. But basically you could make flasks more rare of a drop. And then either they drop rarely or you buy them. And you could basically, like, through making that, you could lower the drop rate. Just my thought. I don't know. Don't know if that's really the best idea. I just know that in the back of my mind, even when I had majority of these stash spaces, they just irritated me until I got this life flask and mana flask stash, which actually I was a little bit, for the price of the stash space, I was a little bit unhappy with the quantity of what it holds, because it only holds life flask, mana flask, and charms. But you have your rings that you still have to manually organize between your rings and your amulets. So you have amulets, you have rings, and as well, there's no place to put your trials, your trial little inscriptions, I guess we'll call it. Your ascendancy trial totem. There's nowhere to put those. So you're kind of just stuck putting them in whatever. I have them going into here, but I have to manually put them here. So anything that slows me down and I have to think about it, think about where I'm putting it, is frustrating. For example, going through here. Maybe this exists, maybe it doesn't. But I only want to pick up things that are like not rare. Right? It says edit search. No, because you have to literally type it, so I don't know what it can actually search for in here. But oh, or like normally with like loot boxes and stash space games, like there is like an ability to press a button and the button like auto sorts your loot for you. And like when I look at this and I see, it just bugs my brain. Like when I see like these little slots here, I'm like irritated because it's just, I don't know. I'm sure there's probably people who organize this and then all the blues are with the blues and the reds with the red, and then there's no like gaps in the box at all. It's just me spending the time to do it is a little bit draining on my mind is all.
Well met.
Come in, Raina. Cutie. Cutie, cutie, cutie. Come here. Up, up. Oh, well. She want to go in the bed. Oh, hi, General. A loot filter, which filters out lower level items. I haven't
Go make some legend.
seen that? Or filler? Do you mean to say filer, filler, filter? I think filter. I haven't seen that though. But you point me in the direction, I'll look at it. Cause it's bugging me.
Welcome.
Only at this point though, because in the beginning of the game I honestly really didn't even look at the loot, to be quite honest with you. I got it, put it in the stash, sold it, repeat. But now I'm like looking at stuff, and now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, now I'm getting irritated. But it's like a slight building irritation. It's nothing too big. Loot filter PoE2. Okay, hold on. Is it like a what do you call it? Like a plugin or something? Filter customizer. Web tool designed to create and edit item filters. Does this like plug into your game somehow? Is that like a possibility? Okay, that's cool. I mean, you know, it'd be really cool if that kind of stuff was explained. Like, I'm cool with like stuff like that that exists. That's really awesome. But that looks like community made. Is that dev made or community made? I'm definitely gonna use it though. Probably set it up after I stream or something, because I'm not gonna do it right now, but it does look useful. Let's see.
Well met.
So anything gold. And, well, at this point, I guess I just should store all those in the other thing. Let's just go with clearing like half space, and then like I'll just continue for right now. Play it through the game website. Well, that's really oh, you can apply it through the community. Okay. Well, yeah, that's really cool. I guess the reason I asked is because I'm like I think it kind of sucks with games like this, or most things nowadays, where the developer's action towards it is like they know it exists. I'm sure the devs have seen that exists, just like they see that there's like build websites, which I have wanted to like look at, but they don't utilize it. Like they don't like put it in an overlay in their game and say like, hey, this is like community made. Here's a link to use it if you would like to, or something. That would just make it so much like better, because it's kind of like when people say hey, like I'm playing the game and I want to like play with other people in the game, and then someone's like, oh, we'll go to the Discord, and then they're like, oh, so like I have to like literally like look elsewhere to like communicate with people who are in the community, which is like, it's cool that it exists, but I hope that they implement like a way to click it on it in the game. Just like they've said that they're gonna do that for like builds as well, like where it'll like auto show you different builds you can do on the skill tree, based off of like what you pick, and it was based off of a website. So I just wish that they could continue it. That's basically what I think about that. But I'm gonna check out the filter thing though when I get a chance, cause that looks like exactly what I was talking about. It'll make my life easier for sure. I don't know why I keep pressing on stash. Anyways, okay, I'm good. Now I'm going to do, what's like a fast way to like level up once you hit like level 40, 50? Because I feel like it's slow. It's really slow. I'm gonna talk to this person now.
You have the Verisium spikes. Quickly, impale these. All I remember is the hot. I crawled through the sand and mist, beset by the cries of the dying. And when I opened my eyes, safe.
Explain this safety of yours.
Something about these Ka'arui totems keeps the malice of the fog at bay.
Something about magical totems. Keep progressing story. Yeah, so basically what I was thinking, basically beeline it through all enemies and go through story. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, like, in the back of my head I've been like, okay, like, I wonder if there's just a build that just makes this infinitely easier to kill big groups of enemies, because, like, groups like this are basically where you get the XP from. But then, like, I get, what's the word? Like, anxious, I guess? And, like, I just want to fight, like, all the enemies as fast as possible, and I just run in too fast and die. Built temples leeching XP. I have no idea what that is. Like I really only recently started playing. I would say like I've played for a week total, and like this is my first character that I've made, and then I played like split screen co-op with a friend or something. But there was like no further exploration of builds beyond that. And I've never... I mean, I've played games that are similar to this, but... You know... The skill tree is definitely something to learn. A lot of skills. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to do it like... Probably gonna have to change it to like 60 frames for this, because it's... Stream tanks! Stream does tank. It is okay, my eyes will adjust. I really like this build, but the self-damage of the demon form is a little bit crazy. Just a little bit. I don't know if there's like a way to passive heal that fast enough. Yeah, I have a buddy who plays, and he was trying to tell me that like basically it would be best if you played with someone else, because like then they can carry you through like some content or something like that, and you get all the XP. I was like, I'm fairly certain that the game actually caps out your XP gain if someone overpowered joins, just to prevent that. Like, I don't even think that you can do that. But they were trying to tell me that it's possible. But I don't know about that. That your life can't change or something if you have energy shield.
Wither away.
You know what? I kind of want that. Oh my god, what just happened? I looked away for 2 seconds. My FPS is unhappy. So could you tell me what a temple is? Like, am I supposed to know what a temple is at this point in the game? Because I don't even know if I've seen anything like that. Or is that like guild related? Or something? Something health. Something health. I'll go into my map. Okay. I am on the map. Map legend. Town, area, visit area, active waypoint, quest location. Oh, okay. You know, it's funny because I thought that the hideout was something that you only unlock after you beat the game, or beat the campaign, at least. And I didn't see anything about, well, I did, I actually saw the hideout early, or at least in my opinion early, considering that I think everything was saying that, oh, you can only unlock it after you do all the extra stuff. Am I making a mistake by picking up all of this loot? Because I feel like I am. Like, I pick up all this loot, and then, like, every freaking 5 minutes I gotta go back, and I gotta dump it all back in. And I'm like, okay. Should I just be killing everything and then just leaving the blue stuff? And then only picking up the rare? Is that how I'm supposed to play? I'm playing standard. I made this character ages ago and I just stayed on standard. Is that a bad idea? I didn't go to, like, the next thing because I was like, oh, well, I've never played through standard, so I should just, like, stick there because, like, what if the other thing's too hard? Because, you know, I was like, I don't know how difficult it's going to be. So far it has, I mean, this is standard, but it hasn't seemed difficult. It's just seemed, like, tedious. Like, there's just a lot to do. A lot of maps to go through. And then sometimes, like, you get slowed down when you want to run through because just there's, like, 25 enemies. Or like this, there's, like, a hell of a lot of enemies, actually. Oh my god. Every time that happens, it tanks my freaking FPS so bad. That was terrible. Oh my god. Why are they doing this to me? Oh, this is horrible. This is horrific. No, don't take me there. I don't want to go there. I want to go to the options. It's crazy. Holy Jesus. That was crazy. Let's see. Can't change that, so... Ultra performance? Ew. Hell no. Texture... Medium... Filtering for... Shadow... Low... It's just like this area with all the fire is unbearable. Dynamic culling. Let's see. Yeah, it's probably just like my mistake. I'm like double streaming at the moment, and the game already like hitches. So it's honestly on me. Because, like, it's not really, like, the game will just pause and freeze. Not because of, like, performance, but because of internet. So it could just be a mixture of all that. It's just too much. But, you know, it'd be like that sometimes. Ow? I didn't realize that that was an enemy. Okay. Thank you for the dynamic culling advice, though. That helped to a degree. I'm dying. Jeez. Ow. And Jesus. Okay. I'm gonna just stay over here. And okay, I think it's good.
No.
Alright, let me just